Alright, now we'll come back up here to this arm, loosen that off, and we'll remove that first. That'll give us a little bit better chance. Moving the movement around, hitting on the overhead camera. I think that's not on. Alright, still not. I'll have to put that on to hold things in place. Grease on that. First thing we're going to do, actually, let me see how that's held in. Has that got a... No, that just... It's alright, it's the plates that hold. I thought we might be able to take the hammer out first, but the plates hold it. That's one of its pivots there. And the other one is this long bit here and sits through the plate, and that's just a spring keeping some tension on it, so we can't take that out yet. So we'll have to be a bit careful and flip the movement over so we don't hurt the hammer, and then try to investigate this mess we've got. In actual fact, what we'll do, we'll tighten up all these nuts on the back posts, not too tight, just tighten up to keep them in place. We'll check that before we put the movement in, because unusually we've got another set of nuts on this side of the posts, and we'll be taking the top plate off. So I'll loosen these nuts going around here tiny little bit, because we've got to clean up the mess on these ratchets and click springs and stuff. So the top ones aren't too important. I'll loosen these couple of bottom ones so I can... Actually, what I'll do is I'll take that bar off there if I can get it off without using a foot-long screwdriver like I had to last time. No, that's moving. All right. Careful of that. Take the screw out with a pair of tweezers. Now we've got some pressure off that. That's better. Now you saw the click out then, move out then, and the barrel has now fallen down into its correct position, and there you can see the click with a click spring on it holding it in place so it doesn't turn now. So this ghastly mess here, we've got to bring the click spring back without knocking too much of its spring out. No, we can't. We're not going to be able to set that until we take... Actually, I'll take the entire barrel out. There's the barrel. That's the ratchet with the teeth on it that the click falls into. We'll take this out and clean it later on. And now, holding the click spring, we can now put the click back into its correct position. Alright, so that's the first problem solved there. I'll flip this click spring up and we'll take the strike side great wheel out. Spring seems to be relatively concentric. Alright, I'll mark that and put it aside so we know which one is which one. And once again, look at all the congealed oil and gunk and stuff on there. And Bill will be sitting up in hospital looking at this and going, gee Scotty, there we go. That's something else we got in common, a pet peeve of this excess oiling. It's absolute proof that whoever did it, or a combination of people who did it, have got no idea what they're doing, because that is a definite no-no. Right, now we're going to take the movement apart. These are our mainspring barrels. Strike side, going side, so we know which is which. I'll be cleaning those later on. I'll take the springs out, we'll clean them, grease them, put them back in, and they'll go back into the same plastic bag so we know which is which. Alright, in the meantime, we're going to start taking the movement apart. And we'll start off by removing the rack. And it's got a C-clip on here. We have to be very careful not to lose when we clip it off, and it's just moved, so I'll get that with a pair of tweezers, I hope. No, I'll have to get it with a pair of pliers to get a little bit of grip on it. Rack just slides straight off. Right, next one, we're going to take this lever here off, and you can notice the tapered pin there. Even at that angle you can see it's bent, so I'll take that out with a pair of pliers, lie it down. If we can get a grip on it. Hope it hasn't been bent over the other end. No, it wasn't. Usual quality, looking like a lightning bolt with the bend on it. Put it over there. That's two of the levers gone. Rack stop lever was the last one. As we saw before, we can't take this out because it's held within the post there. Alright, next thing to do is to remove the minute wheel here, and to do that we've got to take that C-clip off. So once again, being a bit careful, using a pair of pliers, pressure on the post and the front of the C-clip without bending it, and hopefully click it back sufficiently to move it out of the slot on the post. Now the snail can come off, then the minute wheel comes off there. Put those together, they'll end up in the ultrasonic cleaner very soon, and I'll clean some of that congealed oil and stuff off before I put the parts into the ultrasonic cleaner. Alright, well, we're ready to remove the top plate now. There's our spanner, our 6mm spanner. Run round, make sure all our nuts are loose. Yeah, they're pretty good. Alright, we'll remove all those, put them in a dish. That one's a little bit tighter, but no, you're right, it's coming off. Done. Now the top two and the fourth one. Alright, turn the movement around again. Now carefully pushing on the post with our fingers, lift the top plate up and it should come straight off. I'll take that lever out and that will make things a bit easier. Now the wheel with the gathering pallet on it was caught under that wheel. Alright, I'll remove that, put that over there. Now I'll put these wheels back into the correct position and orientation, and you can see what that looks like. Escape wheel's fallen out, goes there. The hammer's catching on everything, of course. The escape wheel will go over the top, which is there. Warning wheel, and I don't think that that hammer is going to come out somehow. Nope, it's going to stay there, so it's going to be a little bit of a nuisance for us. Alright, let's see where the fly will go there. That hammer's in the road. Right, but a second, I'll get that sorted and then I'll come back. You'll see I've cut a slot in my PVC post here that I support my movement on, so that the hammer lever that we can't remove will drop down below the level of the surface there. So now the plate sits squarely on there, and that's the orientation of the wheels and the movement. Alright, what we're going to do now, if I can find a cutter somewhere, there we go. We're going to prepare the brass parts to go into the ultrasonic cleaner. So we'll do the easy ones first. Have 4 brass nuts for the pillars that hold the movement together. Drop them into one of my nifty little T-strainers that I use for small parts that can drop through the mesh in the basket in the ultrasonic cleaner. In this one, we'll put the snail and the owl wheel, and the third T-strainer will have the back cock in it, which goes there. We don't put the suspension spring in because it's got steel in it, and that will affect it. And I have yet to cut the back piece of that off so that I can get that horrible tapered pin out. Alright, there's our 3 T-strainers full of goodies. Now we'll start cutting little bits of wire and putting the parts in together. And the first lot we'll do with the going side train. The first wheel, second wheel, and the escape wheel. Put all those on that one piece, move them down a bit, get a pair of pliers, and we're about to discover whether that piece of wire is long enough. Crimp that around there. Could have been a bit longer, but it'll do the job. Now the strike side wheels, brass wire. We won't be quite so stingy this time. And first wheel, star wheel, the second wheel, then third wheel, which is a warning wheel, and we're not going to be able to put the fly on. It doesn't matter, we'll put it into another T-strainer. There's the strike side wheels. We've got one big one left, which works out pretty well, and that's where the fly goes, into there. So there's our components that are going into the ultrasonic cleaner, plus both plates. But what I'll have to do first, before we put the bottom plate in, is I'll have to remove, has that got a, it's a pretty fine slot on that. I'll get one of my versions and we'll take the hammer off simply because it's got leather in it. We don't want that to go through the ultrasonic cleaner. I'll tighten that screw up a little bit so we don't lose it, put it in one of our dishes, and there we are, we're ready to roll. I've yet to take the springs out of the barrel. They have to go into the ultrasonic cleaner. The steel arbor and the ratchets don't, so I've got to remove the spring from there. I'll clean them, grease them, put them back in here, then we'll have the barrels that can go into the ultrasonic cleaner. A huge thank you to my Patreon and YouTube members who make this video possible. Without their kind help, I would not be able to keep this channel alive and to make these videos for a living. I can't thank them enough. If you want to support my channel, join my Patreon or YouTube, or make a $2 donation on my Ko-fi page.